Hello, Bob.
Hi, Dr. Lee. Here we are again for another subject.
So, weight loss is just only one side of health issue. Like for instance, take me as an example. We check the blood sugar constantly, right? And my weight since 15 years ago, I combined herbs and acupuncture. It dropped 15 pounds, and then my weight fluctuated between 95 to 99. I don't have weight problem anymore because I cut out rice, flour. I only stay with sweet potato. I thought sweet potato is safe, so I'm a big eater. So I eat a big chunk of sweet potato. And you watch when we test the blood sugar, it can go up, right? It go up to sometimes 120, 130. And so carbs, the reason we cut down the carbs is we want to cut down the insulin level, stabilize the insulin. So insulin is a growth factor. Insulin go up too high, then you don't burn calories. The insulin will move the blood sugar quickly into the fat cell, store there. And when the insulin surge, it causes inflammation in the eyes, in the joint, everywhere. So that's why we want to stabilize the insulin.
So we do that by cutting down on sugars and carbs.
Yes. So we try to find this, optimize the insulin level. So if you can stabilize your blood sugar, it means your insulin level stabilized. And if we flood it with our body with carbs and processed food, ice cream, so that will make insulin go up very high, and your body will work harder, your pancreas work harder.
Yeah, when I was at Life Care nursing facility for 6 weeks, they changed the diet where it wasn't what I normally eat at home, which is another reason why I put on weight, because they would give puddings and ice cream and cake and pie. So for supper, they would always have some kind of a dessert. And my glucose level spiked up to 150, 165. And when it got up that high, the nurses had to give me 1 unit of insulin. Now, I have never had insulin one time in my life other than when I was at that hospital. But I wasn't eating as I do normally, where if I stay away from some of those foods, I don't need insulin. My metformin will control my A1C and my glucose level.
Yeah, remember when you eat a very small amount of carbs after vegetables, then your A1C used to be 5.7, and now it raised to what, 6 something?
6.1.
6.1. Yeah. For most diabetic patients, 6.1 is their dream. They think it's good. But I remember you can drop to 5.7, and mine could be 5.1. If I eat a little bit more sweet potatoes, it could go up 5.7 to be pre-diabetic. But thinking about how many people, and I'm lucky because you are my office manager and you constantly monitor your blood sugar, so I have the chance to check 2 hours after the meal. But if I would never know that, and then I keep eating a huge chunk of sweet potato, and after dinner my sugar shoots up, then I would have inflammation in my joint, in my eyes, and eventually it will cause kidney problems. Just like my mother-in-law who was a pre-diabetic but never knew.
I know people that tell me when I tell them what my A1C is, they tell me they're 7.4 or greater. And when they check their insulin, it's like 200 and something. Now they've got to be, in line to have some very bad medical issues if they don't get that under control.
Yeah, so I think checking A1C and also glucose intolerance, meaning 2 hours after you eat, especially dinner time, that's very critical to judge how much carbs your body can tolerate and how high the insulin can go up. I think weight is just one side. I have diabetic patients. He never overweight. He actually very, very skinny, but his A1C can go up to 8. And at any moment, that high blood sugar, 300, could cause so many serious medical issues. So that's why we need to watch the carbs. And if you really need to eat carbs, eat salad first. And that will slow down the digestion. That brings up the green tea. And then we're talking about green tea next episode.
Okay.
Thank you.